Hello, everyone. This is Life with Hope, and here's another episode for you. So, today I'm going to talk about self love. And I don't know why it's taken me this long to put an episode out about self love because it's something that is so important to me and I hold dearly to my heart. It's like a huge central, like the nucleus to my coaching and all the things that I'm interested in and passionate about. And I feel like it is truly one of those number one things that you need to do in order to be able to be your full true self with another person. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that you have to fall in love with yourself before you can fall in love with somebody else. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like I really learned this after my breakup. I was in a relationship for over 5.5 years, and sure, you call it love, in love, whatever it is that you think you know at whatever age you're going through. And for me, that was in my late teens, early 20s, and just I consider myself like I was a child. I was young back then and didn't really know any better, so to speak. So I didn't know what was the foundation of everything and what you should or shouldn't do in relationships and things like that. And so all I remember, not all I remember, but majority of the relationship that I had, I just remember doing so much for him and saying, like, putting myself second a lot, I guess. I guess that's the best way to put it, is there was things that I would just, my own needs, I would just put them on the back burner. I'd be like, you know what, like, I'd rather make this person happy and sacrifice my own happiness. And that's kind of what I thought was like normal. I don't know, like, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like learning as I went. And so fast forward to breakup after, I'm not going to go into details of all that. Maybe I'll save that for another episode. Who knows? But all you need to know is after I had my breakup, I finally had this like healing process of getting to know who I am and learn my self-worth and learn my value and the things that I want and don't want, the stuff that I will put up with, the stuff I will not put up with. And so during that time was a ton of self-discovery. And so I just remember, like, after my breakup, I felt so like light. Not immediately after, of course, there's ups and downs, but once I got past all the hard stuff and was finally like, okay, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to just be me and learn what single life is like and be on my own. I feel like I discovered true happiness and I discovered what that meant for just me. Like, just being fully happy with who I am and being with myself. And I did so many things for me. And so self-love can mean a lot to so many people. But what it meant for me at that time in my life was going to the beach and getting that vitamin D, getting that sunshine and tanning, and going on walks and runs and doing a lot of workouts because I was like, I want to get this great looking body and it's for me. Like, this is so I can have this and I can enjoy it, not for anybody else. And that's what I think is so cool and so rewarding, that you're just like, I don't need no man. I'm not saying that, I'm not promoting that, but it was just a really cool experience to just be like, I'm not trying to keep up my appearance or do whatever it may be for another person. I'm doing it for myself because it makes me feel good. And so I don't know, like, I feel like there's so many different like stories and details and examples I can give, but that's what like the self-love was for me at that time, was going to the beach, getting the sunshine, the tans, working out, and being with girlfriends, like going out with friends and like catching up and all that stuff, like just that quality time and doing it on my schedule and when I'm available and when I want to and all that. It was just good times and stuff. So I really promote that, especially if you're somebody who is currently going through a breakup or kind of in the middle of it maybe, or your relationship just doesn't feel as secure or as good as it once was. There's something isn't working. And I feel like if you're in that place where you maybe felt similar to me and you were constantly doing and giving and doing so much for the other person and like nothing for yourself, then I don't know, maybe that's something to think about, that maybe you're not in that right relationship or that right place in your life and it's time to make a change. And that change is choosing you and making you a priority, making you number one. And this is a time for you to finally do all those things that you've been yearning to do, as whether it be a single person. And for me now, I'm married now, so I can't like be talking about all this single life stuff, but I still am my own person and I could still do things for just me. Like my husband is so big into his golf right now. That is like his huge thing that he is just fully in love with. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm not just gonna sit at home and just wait around and be like, when's he gonna come home? I'm gonna do stuff for me to fill my heart and to excite me and to just do what I love and focus on my happiness, because that is so important. Self-love, everybody. Self-love. I'm gonna keep on saying it. And I don't know, like for where I'm at in my life now, because I'm not going through a breakup, I'm not going through difficult times in a relationship, but it's still something to live with and to go through, is constantly giving that self-love to you. Like it doesn't stop. It doesn't mean you just do it during a breakup or during rough times. You do it all the time and stuff. So that might look a little different for me now. I mean, of course, I could still go to the beach and tan, but it's January and it's a little chilly right now, so might not be doing that. But so many other things. Like I want to get one of my other ears pierced, like a third one. I think that would be nice. So that's something that, you know what, I might just go and do that one day, because I'm like, that's something that I would like to do and I've put off. But there's so many different things, guys, so much to just like choose you and put yourself first and give that self-love. It's different, like, yes, it's different to self-care, because self-care is also like acts of like doing things. Like I do like my baths and lighting a nice candle or reading a book and just purely relaxing. Like that's self-care. But self-love is like, there's so much more to it than just like going to the beach, like I said, or doing workouts. There's like this other world of clarity and I don't know, like understanding with knowing who you are and being confident in that person and setting certain boundaries with friends and family, because I completely, what's the word? I don't know. I really think that self-love and self-care is not selfish. Like I feel like that gets confused often when people say like, no, sorry, I can't do this, or I'm doing this instead, or I'm just staying home, or I'm this and that. And I feel like some people look at it like, oh, well, you're not spending time with me. And I'm like, because my, like, you know, when there's like the glass half full or half empty. Like, if my glass is not very full, how am I going to give to others and be fully present and be the person that I want to be with those people that are wanting my time and my company? I just can't. I need to take a step back and have a day at home where I do absolutely nothing, or I do take a bath, or I go on a walk or something, like just for me, because I need to reboot. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that is you focusing on yourself and your happiness. And yeah, I know I kind of went on some tangents and stuff. And I'll probably talk about this subject more in depth and kind of maybe break it down in other ways. But I just wanted to share like my story and where I discovered why this is so important and why I'm still continuing it now, because you have to always choose you. You do, and it's not selfish. You have to choose yourself because you're living and breathing with yourself every day for the rest of your life. So love you, fall in love with you, and then let the rest follow after that. But that's the focus, okay? Self-love. All right, that's what I have. Thank you, everybody, whoever decided to watch this for me today. And I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I will see you next time. Bye.